Alrighty, got the air out of it. I got my trusty old gizmo, measuring it out. She's like 166 millimeters. It's not life altering, I don't think 1 millimeter for my pace level anyways. My race bike, again, is once different than my road bike. So all I do is I just put this in here and I just pull the oil out. You never rekeep this stuff just because of rule of thumb is in case there's contaminants, you never want to transfer it from one bike to the next. And we just do this until I get air. So I'm putting 10 weight in the road bike, more or less just to try it. I did 5 weight last year. Before I got the FKR kit, I was running 10 weight in my compression leg on the race bike and 5 weight in the rebound leg. And I found that really helped with corner. It would give me a lot better feedback in the corners, but I was still getting a little too much, I guess you could say like a bounce out of the forks. As soon as I'd get near bottom, coming back up, it would almost push my handlebars back towards me, and I didn't like that. So I spent a whack of cash and bought the FKR kit, which no regrets. It's very, very nice. Now I put a lot of oil in here, but it doesn't take too much to get it caught up. So there's no spacers in this, there's no springs in this, there's no push rod, there is no nothing. It is literally just the fork, inner fork tube, the cartridge, and oil. And that's what you always set your air gap off. Because once you add your fork, your spacers, that obviously decreases the air gap, but it never is supposed to affect it. Make sure your forks are basically 90 degrees straight up or close to vertical as possible. And I did waste a little too much oil doing this, but I don't go through a whole lot of 10 weight oil, so it's not life altering. And for a quart of 10 weight from AMSOIL, oh God, it's about 20 bucks Canadian. So that's 16 US, 14, 15 euro, depending. Here we pay about $40 a quart for Öhlins. And like I say, Öhlins is fantastic stuff, but I honestly can't tell the difference. The AMSOIL stuff keeps my forks clean. That's all I really worry about, and it doesn't break down. And all the numbers that they rhyme off are almost identical to the Öhlins. So now we have air. So that means I'm 165 mil, and my fork air gap is now set, and that's it. So now we put everything back together. First goes is your spacer. And then we'll put in our push rod. Make sure it is spotlessly clean. So when you put this back together, the spring goes over the needle, okay? Otherwise, the spring does nothing if you don't put it in the spring first, then the needle. That drops in, and then you put in your push rod. And you can't really see it, but you can just sit there and bounce that push rod back and forth. Spacers in. Spring. So all we have left is our guide and our nut. So, did I bring? Of course not. I'll be right back.